This is the Mercedes-Benz GLC, the 2025 model. Well, actually, they call it the 2026 model because why? It was actually launched just a few weeks ago on the 9th of December in Malaysia. Now it's 2026. We're in a new year. So it's a 2026 model, GLC. As you can tell, it's an SUV. And this is right now Mercedes-Benz Global best-selling model, the GLC. It's an SUV. It's priced just right in every country for the, you would say, SUV lovers who want to enter the world of Mercedes-Benz and to take in some of that great Mercedes-Benz styling, dynamics, comfort, safety, and also luxury. Very important. Mercedes-Benz remains one of the top luxury brands in the world, well known globally. But here's the funny thing. There are invaders. I shouldn't use that word actually. There are rivals, new rivals coming into the market and challenging the Mercedes-Benz position as a top premium vehicle. And these new rivals are coming from a very strange land. Why I say strange land? Because until 6 years ago, nobody saw them as a threat. I'm not going to go into that because you are not here to listen to the economics or the fundamentals of how a brand is, evolving or coming to the market or being, worked at. But this is what people are looking for right now. An SUV with space, an SUV with luxury, an SUV with a lot of features that makes it very desirable. GLC, before the GLC came along, the best-selling nameplate for Mercedes-Benz was the E-Class. The E-Class is a sedan. And until 2015, the E-Class was the kingmaker, the one that gave Mercedes-Benz the most numbers globally. Profit, of course. I think they sold something like 14 million E-Classes over its whole lifespan. But now comes the GLC in 2015. Now, by 2016, the GLC had also arrived in Malaysia. The first GLC. This is the new one. So what happened? From 2016 onwards, Mercedes-Benz has delivered, just in 10 years, 2.6 million and counting GLCs around the world. Now, 2.6 million might not sound like a lot to you, but in the world of premium vehicles, it's a lot. So now, why has this vehicle become more popular in terms of sales numbers and growing than the E-Class? Now, the E-Class is still, one of the best value for money, performance, premium sedans you can buy. A lot of people still want it. But there's a lot of people who also want the E-Class. And then when they go into the showroom, they see the GLC and they say, hey, for the same money or maybe in and around the same value, I'm getting more metal. I'm getting a taller vehicle. I'm getting a vehicle with more space. I'm getting that very popular SUV look. And this is what has happened with all brands. Even Japanese brands and Korean brands, they're all seeing a rise in their SUVs. And why is that? Because people want SUVs. It seems easier to work with. It seems easier to load. It seems easier to be comfortable. As we get older, it's easier to get in, because it's slightly higher. You don't have to bend so much. It's easier to become even a vehicle to be chauffeur-driven. But that doesn't mean that the E-Class is any less. It's just that the global trend is to go for SUVs. This 330,000 ringgit Mercedes-Benz SUV has got a lot to offer. We'll share with you all the little features, the engine tech, the performance, and more details from inside. So I invite you to come inside the GLC 200 with me, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Once you're inside the cabin of this GLC 200, you'll notice a nice air conditioning vents with it's lit up on the inside, and this light will change as you move along. It'll change. Very interesting feature, I think, because why at night it really shows some effect. You got a nice big screen here, another screen here, multi-function steering wheel. You got this carbon fiber trim. You got this nice textured material. See, that light has already changed. While we're just talking, it's already changed. Now I'm going to start it up so you get a better look at the screens. Okay. Now, you've got everything that you need here. Mercedes-Benz apps, you've got radio, navigation. Navigation works really well, let me tell you. I've been using this car for a few days. Navigation has really moved up a few notches from before. You got, your comfort setting, your off-road setting. Nice graphics, isn't it? You got information, which you can adjust a lot of other little function settings. You got YouTube, you got Spotify, of course, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, very important today for everybody. Aircon vents are here. Now, your dynamic mode is here. You can choose how you want to drive in terms of off-road, economy to save fuel, comfort, sports mode, and then, of course, individual, which you can set for yourself. Your climate control is here. Now, you got your volume control for your radios here. So, you have physical buttons, plus you got this digital feature. Cup holders, charging ports over here, so another 2 charging ports. But let's talk more about the screens and what's behind this nice, interactive screen inside this GLC 200. Well, this is 11.9-inch infotainment screen with Mercedes-Benz MBUX system fitted in already. It's already working in there. You also got voice control, but we're not going to use the voice control now because it'll interrupt our commentary. Then you've got this 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster for the driver. Very informative. Plus you got this multifunction steering wheel, soft touch. Can you see that? Very nicely it works. Okay. And the right hand side works for the driver instrument cluster. The left hand side works for the infotainment screen here. So you can operate both your screens just on the steering wheel. Plus you got paddle shifters. Now the Mercedes-Benz gear shifter is here. Okay, like before. Seat controls are here, like before. So it's all very easy to use, very, very interactive. Now under the bonnet, you get a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine with a 48-volt mild hybrid system. I told you earlier, it's got a mild hybrid system. Now, this delivers 204 horsepower. Okay, that's pretty decent horsepower. And you get 320 Newton meters of torque. That's pretty decent power delivery in the mid-range. The hybrid system, which is a small battery assisting in traffic jams and all to reduce fuel, also adds 23 PS to the performance system. Now, 4MATIC all-wheel drive system. That's the voice activation system. You see, it comes on. So sometimes it gets a bit irritating during our commentary, but she's working for you. Like I said before, 9-speed automatic G-tronic gearbox, which you get in all the new Mercedes-Benz vehicles. 0 to 100 in 7.8 seconds. So this is the AMG-Line package. So you get LED high-performance headlights, 20-inch AMG wheels, running boards for you to get in and out easily, and of course roof rails. So all this for 330,000 ringgit. The next thing is for you to just basically go into a showroom and test drive it. Now, something like this, GLC, you need to get into the car, have a seat, understand the comfort we're talking about, how easy it is to use all this, how easy it is to absorb all the information. And when you're on the road, that's when you'll appreciate the handling, the power delivery, and I have to add comfort, because it is a very comfortable vehicle. Now, just moving to D. And the GLC just glides along without you accelerating at all. Reverse. Nice big screen. Easy to park in tight spaces, because why? it's got very, very good screens and parking assist, okay? Can you see that? Very clear, large enough. So all you need to do now is go into a showroom and take this GLC for a test drive. If you put it in comfort mode, which is what we have right now, let me double check. Yes, we're in eco mode. If you put it in comfort, you actually get a very nice suspension travel system, which means your ride comfort is a lot more poised. You know, you don't feel it bouncing so much. I wouldn't use the word bouncing. The right word would be a little bit jarring, because why? Our roads are also not that great. We got a lot of speed bumps and potholes, which is why a lot of people like this kind of suspension system, which you can adjust to get the best setting for you. But when you have a flat surface, you want to go into sport. You hear the engine note change a little bit, suspension becomes a little bit tighter, cornering becomes better. So all this changes the character of the vehicle. Now, Mercedes has been doing this for so many years. They know how to, tune it to get what people like. Now, if you're someone who's just loving that sporty intentions of every time you get on the road, you'll leave it in sports mode. If you're someone who just wants to travel in comfort, day to day, going to work and back, because you're sitting in traffic jam anyway, you can't go far or you can't go fast. Sorry, you can't go fast, not far. You just leave it in this mode. Eco mode, if you ask me, if you're traveling on a highway, interstate, and you're just following the speed limit, keep it to eco mode, which is what we did when we went outstation with this vehicle. Keep it in eco mode. You get very good consumption. And how fast can you go on a highway again, This whole idea of, trying to terrorize the streets of Malaysia is not going to happen, because you got summonses everywhere. So I'm just going to put it in sports mode for a little while, just to entertain ourselves and you for a little bit. See the acceleration. Hear that engine note. So you don't even need to use the paddle shifters. You get enough excitement from a fairly large vehicle. And this is what some people want sometimes, just for the little bit of overtaking, or just having that little bit more excitement when they are in their car. The road opens up. So, giving you a little taste of what happens in sport mode. Don't do it all the time. Keep your speed limit. You've got safety systems working for you to tell you whether you're too close or, you're getting a little bit out of line. And then let's not forget, you got the Mercedes assistant system. Hello, Mercedes.
Yes?
Can you tell me how to get home?
No home address. Which address do you want to add?
Give me Mercedes HQ in Puchong.
Multiple results found. Where would you like to go?
Now, see how fast she works to deliver results to you. Of course, as you own this car long enough, the system will learn from you and, save all your preferred addresses and all that. I'm just giving you an example. You see, all the Mercedes-Benz workshops and all are listed here. So it's very quick, very fast to react.
Several results of it.
Thank
Sorry.
Can
you
you
say that again, please? Add your service.
Cancel. Okay. So these are all the features you get in this 330,000 ringgit SUV from Mercedes-Benz. Go into a showroom, take a test drive, see whether this is the Mercedes-Benz for you, and help it become even more popular than the humble Mercedes-Benz E-Class sedan.